Previously on Roominess.
The fireplace wall has a center line. I'm going to extend that same line across the whole room. I'm calling this a room axis. Centering a rug and a couch on the axis creates visual order for a visitor to the room. See how adding table lamps behind the couch and centering art on the wall beyond once again emphasized our axis and center.
This week, we're going to take a deeper dive into room axes. It's getting deep, all right. Today we're going to continue talking about the axes of your rooms and how they can benefit you. If you have questions or thoughts that you'd like to share about room axes, leave them in the comments below. And to get more bite-sized interior decor advice from my channel, hit the subscribe button. Your room typically has two strong axes, one centered on each wall of the room, bisecting it. Whichever of these dimensions is longer is typically the strongest axis. Your room may be set up with a secondary axis. That might be a window, a doorway, a fireplace, or a chandelier. In cases where your architectural elements are not in alignment, such as a chandelier and a doorway in a dining room, you can make adjustments. But what if your room axis is weak?
In a long living room with an entrance at one end and a window at the other, only one axis is strongly defined by the architecture.
Here's the secret. The axis doesn't have to be in the center of the room, and you can move it. Wait, what? You can set up your own axis in the room using only the things that you put into the space, such as couches, chairs, bookcases, and large pieces of art. What if some fixed pieces don't hit the axis that you'd like? A chandelier can be moved or swagged over so that it hits the axis that you need. Doorways often can be safely ignored. Using an axis can help you float your furniture in a way that makes visual sense. Often, it's a good reason to float your furniture. Your wall that is couch-sized may not be the best placement of your couch to take advantage of your room axis. Here are some axis ideas I used in my condo. It had very few architectural axes when I moved in.
I lined up elements to create an axis from my hallway to the staircase to the master bath, using the location of a sliding door when open, light fixtures, a doorway, and a floor medallion. I purposely reoriented and relocated the axis of the main living space. I did that with an electric fireplace, rug, couch, and coffee table. In the redesigned kitchen, the stove was given more presence with a niche detail and symmetrical floating shelves.
Here's another benefit of arranging around an axis. You can often pull the eye well beyond the space. In my previous home, the doors to my dining room, foyer, living room, and office all lined up with each other on one axis.
I played that up by putting large pieces of art on the same axis at either end.
When you relate something far away to the space that you're in, your eye interprets the distant object as part of the overall space. You've expanded your space without making any physical changes.
You can use the same idea by centering large art on a hallway wall opposite your dining room door, or locating a substantial landscape feature outside your house centered on a window.
Axes can be a problem if you live in a newer home that embraces an open or non-traditional floor plan concept. The builder is depending on you to define your own axes within the space. This can open up a whole different can of worms. Let me know if you have specific questions. Aligning your furniture on an axis, whether you're emphasizing an existing one or making your own, can go a long way to creating a sense of space in your room. If you'd like to hear more about interior decor, hit the subscribe button. Leave me your questions in the comments below. You can get on my email list at RoominessTV.com. Thanks for watching.